Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about what to do when you feel emotionally disconnected or distant in your relationship. Hi, I'm Emma Coble. I am a counselor, a trauma-informed counselor for individuals and couples in Colorado. So, first of all, if you're feeling emotionally distant or disconnected, just want you to know that there are a lot of reasons this can be going on, and it is something that happens in every couple from time to time. So you're definitely not alone. It doesn't mean your relationship is doomed if this is what you're feeling. It's just a sign that there's something that could use some care or attention here. So today we're going to kind of get into it and talk about what that could be. So if this is you, maybe you're feeling, just kind of disconnection, you're doubting if maybe the relationship is even still working. You feel like there's not that your partner isn't really seeing you or understanding you. You're feeling like you're not relating in a very deep way. Maybe interactions feel sort of surface level. Maybe you are having sex or a sexual connection, but you're not experiencing an emotional connection. Maybe you're not also having a sexual connection. Maybe you're not feeling romantically connected. Maybe it feels a little like you're more roommates than partners or lovers. It's really important as we're talking about all this to note that I come at this from a trauma-informed lens, and sometimes behind this feeling of disconnection a big part of this can be due to the fact that there's unresolved, unhealed trauma that we have within ourselves, but also sometimes unhealed trauma within a relationship as well. So those are just kind of some backgrounds to this. So let's talk a little bit more about why emotional disconnection happens. So one of the reasons might be unresolved conflicts. So maybe something has happened and it doesn't feel 100% resolved or better. And so there's a little bit of distancing or not trusting or not being able to be fully vulnerable with the person, maybe on one or both sides. Things like stress and different kinds of life changes, demands of job, work, kids, school, whatever it is. All of these things can make it so we're less present with our partners, or can make it so we just have less time and space and availability to be with our partners. And this can make it feel, like we're not prioritizing one another, or we're taking one another for granted. And also we just need oftentimes quality time together to feel connected. Another thing is different attachment styles. So some attachment styles really thrive on connection. For example, and it's not just anxious, all attachment styles want connection, but people who have anxious attachment styles tend to really want to connect with their partners a lot. I'm someone who can tend toward an anxious attachment style when I'm not in a secure attachment style. And so I know what this is like. Oftentimes people who have more avoidant attachment styles are very okay just doing things on their own, doing a lot of self-soothing, doing a lot of self-regulating, and this can feel uncomfortable for anxious attachment styles. Another thing is when we have trauma, this can also feel triggered often by maybe our partner's behavior, and we might have stuff come up that makes us feel unwanted, unseen, unlovable, that doesn't necessarily have to do with the reality of what's happening with our current partner, but these old things can come up for us and make us feel disconnected and scared. Also, it's important to note too here that sometimes something really real that happens is when couples have been together for a while, or due to a lot of things, sometimes there can be a lack of intentionality with spending time together, prioritizing one another, and this is something that both parties can feel. Like that part feels, they feel like less of a priority. And so that can happen over time, which is why working on the relationship, doing things to show each other you prioritize each other in the relationship is really, really important. Okay, so what can you do about this if this is happening for you? The first is really check in with your own experience. So Go inward and see what it is that is happening. Like, are you noticing, like, are you withdrawing some in this situation? Is there a part of you that's not feeling safe? What part of you is maybe feeling triggered, and what are the emotions that have to do with it? Are you afraid of being hurt? Or is there another fear maybe that's here? Is there a part of you that's not feeling loved or lovable coming up for you? So first, check in with yourself first and see what's coming up. Next would be to try to express your feelings without accusing or blaming your partner. So rather than saying like, you haven't been present with me, or you never want to spend time together, maybe saying something like, hey, I've been feeling a little distant and I miss you lately. And, you know, I'd love to talk about that with you. So without blaming them, letting them know that you miss them, you care, you want to be close and connected with them. The next would be to along with this, like, prioritize some time together, maybe asking for a date night, asking for some time or some really concentrated experience that you guys can have together. And maybe this might involve doing something new or novel for you guys, or maybe it's something you both like to do that you do often. The next would be like rebuilding that emotional safety. So if there has been a rupture, trying to get some healing and repair these wounds so that you can feel close again. And couples therapy can be great for this, for helping repair those wounds. The next is, and it kind of goes along with having this conversation, like practice that vulnerability. Share your fears, share your worries, share what's coming up for you, because this can also help you feel closer to your person. Along with this is also understanding that, you know, your partner might express love differently, might have different needs than you, and that's okay. And obviously no partner is going to be able to meet all our needs, but you expressing what you would like and what you do need can help them do things in a way to help you feel more connected. And the last is just reaching out for therapy or support if you need it. So if you are in Colorado and you want to schedule a consultation, reach out to me on my website or call me. I'd love to chat with you. And remember, reconnection is totally possible. It's not going to be this way forever. And yeah, good luck.